This piece was bought without the drawers. It already had this cream, crackly, naturally chippy paint. And this is what I did to it. I put the Iron Orchid Collage de Fleur's transfer. It is one of my favorite ones. When I find these pieces without the drawers, I just go ahead and put some poster board in there and make a trace with a permanent marker. And I use a jigsaw on scrap wood and cut a board to nail gun, hot glue. There's special things you have to do to get it to attach in there to make shelves, because people love open shelving. They love baskets. Here's another one that the top drawer was done, and we used a stencil on top. Here's another one that on the backing I put hymnal pages with decoupage, and we did go ahead and build a bottoms for baskets to be on with extra trim pieces that were scraps. We're just going to get started. Like, I've never done this before. I literally put Salty Kiss and Electrified in the DIY clay paint, and I'm using my really big wide brush. I do sell these, but you can get these other places too. And I've seen people do it like this, so I thought, okay, I'm gonna give this a go. So I am literally just messing around with this finish and thought, oh, I'll paint back over it. It's just the top of it, no big deal. And ended up loving it, but I do not know where the footage was. My tripod falls down at parts that I didn't even know I wasn't filming on, so this is all you get. But I plan to make an old world layered look because I was into this. So I am just pouring some more on there and just going up and down, left and right. You can take a mister bottle and spray it and get the paint to blend as well, especially on your second coat. I do know when blending colors, you want your base coat to dry like 24 hours or several hours, really dry, before you start layering over your other colors. Well, my base coat was already done because I bought it like this. Okay, now this is where I started questioning my life's decisions. This is cherry picked, and it is going to be a retired DIY color. We're retiring 5, so get it while you can on my website. Decorizingyourlife.com is my website. And I was like, oh, I was loving where I was going, and then I wasn't loving it. But I kept going because you just kind of got to work through the ugly. And I kind of liked it, so I kept working with it. Here I am putting some sea glass, which is another retired color, on here, or it may be mermaid tail, to tell you honestly. They're real close. And this is where my tripod failed me, so I didn't get any footage, but I'm just like, I was too lazy to get a pan, so I just brushed it on there, and look, I rolled it on, and look at the look I got. Oh, I loved it. The creams, the blues, the electrified, all of it showing through. Okay, now here is another life choice, because like I said, I was like, you know what, let's just play around with this. And so I started taking my, I didn't really love that. I wish I wouldn't have done it, but I started it, so I went ahead and started making it make sense a little bit. Let's switch projects since I don't have any more footage. Look at this. I'm waxing this right now, and I'm using clear wax first because our colored waxes suck into our really dry, porous DIY paint that is almost all clay. So I like to put clear on first, and then you have more control when you put your colored waxes on it. Sometimes I like it to suck in really strong, but just know you can't blend it out as well. And if you're not experienced, you want to put a clear coat on first of our wax. So here she is. I have the finished piece loaded for my new craft booth I'm moving into. It worked out really good. I have some layered chocolate that I mix with salt wash, and that's the brown that you see kind of stippled on here. I just had so much fun. You know how you get that layered, chippied, weathered look? You have to layer and layer, let it go a day or two, let it go several hours, come back a week later, layer, layer, layer. You cannot get this look in one day. You just can't. I mean, if you can, kudos to you, but usually you're gonna have to take some time. You're gonna have to work through the ugly and the freak out stage and just keep going until it makes sense. And if it all turns out bad, just paint it over and go again. But I think this is looking good. I got this at a garage sale for $10. It is really solid. I'm not going to say there's not some particle board in there, but it's got a lot of life in it, and I think it could be a great TV stand, coffee bar, even a changing table. It's a little bit short, but you can add legs to these pieces you find. So don't give up on these thrifted finds. If you would go buy this brand new, you would spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and you can flip them for much cheaper. Like with buying the paint and your own time, you can do a lot of these projects for under 50 bucks, or revamp a special item that's just outdated. So here I'm just using the lid to my wax as a paint palette because I'm going in with the dark black wax. I've got dark and black on here. So here's some footage of me putting the transfers on because the piece I showed in the front had the transfers on. So this is the Wallflower transfer, and see how you just kind of fit it together like a little puzzle, and it's really easy. You want it to overlap a little bit so there's not a gap. These transfers are so fun. You do have to seal your DIY paint with water-based top coat, which would be our Big Top or our liquid patina. Let that dry for 24 hours. Have I done it sooner than that? Yes, but the on the label says wait 24 hours for safety measures so that it won't pull your paint up when you pull the transfer release paper back up. And it just slides on there, and it just gives so much pizzazz. So when I was done, I put some more liquid patina over it or Big Top to seal it, or you can seal it with wax, and you have a beautiful art piece of furniture that is really fun to do. It's a conversation piece. They can be your hand-down heirlooms. Look how pretty this is. And it just, there is so much to these transfers. You can use them on several projects or put them all on one project, but I usually spread them out, mix and match. They're all made to kind of mix and match and really go together. This is the Mermaid Tail or Sea Glass. Have fun. This was a challenge I was in. We had to take a Pinterest picture and duplicate it, and that's where I kind of got into this mermaid tail and these blues and greens and layered old world look. So I'll leave the link to this full video in the description box. Here's another one where I used Salty Kiss and Blue Iris in a color blend, and I used a paint inlay on top, but I just wanted you to see one more of this color scheme, and then we're changing colors for the next video. I've been releasing a video once a week again, so stay tuned.